keep your hands up, please.
Make this one quick. The Packers are kicking off right now. The game against the Bears. Smart enough not to wear Bears stuff today. So, but I thought it was good. We've been emphasizing winning the possession game, trying to force more turnovers than we have, trying to get more boards than we give up because we haven't been very good at that. It's been a big point of emphasis for us this year. So we tried to talk about some defensive playmaking. We were able to force 18 turnovers. We only had 5, so we're plus 13 there, and then we were able to get 19 on boards. You know, Aiden Sherrill had 6 of them, huge. He's been playing great 3 games in a row now. He's had at least 3 blocks as well. You know, so we got 19 on boards and gave up 9, so we're plus 23 kind of in that possession game that we've been trying to emphasize, which was good. We didn't shoot the ball particularly well, especially in the second half. I didn't think it moved quite as well as it had in the first half, but you know, Trelly's also been out a while. He got a bunch of open looks. He won't shoot it that poorly ever again. I can assure you, he's one of those guys that works hard. He'll be in the gym. I thought he got 14 good looks. So you know, Houston got 5 great looks and wasn't able to convert either, but those 2 guys will be ready to shoot by Arizona, I can assure you that. But you know, to shoot it as poorly as we did, only 28% from 3, only 39% from the field, and still able to score 97. But you know, says we did a lot of other things really well. So made free throws at a high level, took care of the ball, didn't turn it over, got to the boards. So a lot of things that we're emphasizing to be able to win games when you don't shoot it particularly well. We did well. So proud of the guys for that. Happy to see it. And we just build from here.
Start with Blake.
How good was it to see Jaleel kind of break out in a sense, and what do you think this backcourt can look like once everybody's healthy?
Pretty deep. Shoot. We got 57 threes up. We didn't have Biz out there. We got 19 off in one game here last year, so we did hit 60 up if he'd been playing for sure, I think. So got a lot of depth, and we've been saying Jaleel's one of the more talented kids we've got. We've been trying to get him to really focus on the mental side of things, like playing hard through mistakes, focusing on what he needs to do, whether shots go in, don't go in. So it's good to see him come out, shoot it well, play well. You know, it wasn't just the 21 points, he had 6 rebounds, didn't turn it over, so made good decisions that way without turning it over, went 100% at the free throw line. So he's made some big strides since he's walked on campus. Really happy to see him healthy, playing well. And when everybody's healthy, you know, it's gonna be hard to divvy up minutes. Good thing is Amari Allen's, you know, guard, but got 2 double doubles now, and another one today, so can kind of play him at that 3-4 spot a lot, get him a lot more minutes, even though he's a guard, kind of size him down, and you don't really have to size down that much because he's pretty big. So, you know, we got some good depth in the perimeter.
Hunter.
Yeah, second fewest turnovers since second fewest turnovers since you've been here at Alabama. Just what you kind of see in that area.
Yeah, it was great. We had 0 at the half. I mean, I thought we had a couple on underneath out of bounds plays. We got to get that cleaned up, and it went very good on our underneath out tonight. When did we have fewer than 5? I didn't. Creighton?
Yeah, 23.
Yeah, Creighton's a lot different. They definitely went all in on the effective field goal percentage defense with Kalkbrenner, and just try to push it down to him, so that would make sense. So, no, I thought our guys really moved the ball. You know, Austin's teams have been pretty aggressive up in the gaps, so, you know, we tried to move the nail help and just really emphasize you're going to get 2 on the ball, just get rid of it. So, first half, I thought we did a much better job than we did in the second. Thought we shot it worse in the second, had the 5 turnovers in the second, the ball just didn't move nearly like it needed to in the second half.
Emily. To your left, Emily.
Hey Coach, can you talk a little bit about what you saw in Jacob Martin before bringing him onto this team, and just how you've seen the guys embrace him?
I mean, we had a good number of walk-ons last year. when they changed the rules with the house settlement on roster limits before they decided to grandfather in anybody that had been a walk-on, we lost a good amount of them because they didn't think they were gonna have a spot. Well, Jacob had decided he wanted to come to school here no matter what. He really wanted to stay here, which is great. He loves Alabama. So it's great to hear the student section today chant for him. But he comes to practice every day, works extremely hard. It's about the right stuff. It was pretty cool. He got to get a dunk. Amari kind of set him up for a dunk on a pretty good pass there. So, happy for him. He's always got a great attitude. All three of our walk-ons saw that too. So it's good to get him some minutes. He played some decent minutes for us in Vegas. We had the 3 games in 3 days. So yeah, it's always good to get those guys minutes.
Will.
Coach, it seems like London Johnson's really come along these past few games today, 20 points in 18 minutes. How would you assess the way that he's grown and adjusting to you guys' system and pace and just the college game in general?
He could really shoot in high school. We kind of got him as that stretch forward, if you will, 3-4, whatever you want to call him. There's not a four-man in our system, but he's able to guard other teams' fours. He can really make shots in high school. He's been getting stronger, got healthy, really starting to play hard, tough. Rebounding it better. He taking care of the ball again. 0 turnovers for him too. So, it's with some of those role guys, a lot of their minutes are going to be determined whether they can take care of the ball or not. We can't have guys in that we're not asking to create plays, turning the ball over a bunch, and he's kind of figured that out. To not turning it over, just guarding, rebounding, making tough plays. We can play him, and he's been making shots. So, I've been pretty happy for him.
2 more. Hunter.
Hey, Coach, everyone likes to talk about LeBaron's offense, and rightfully so, but it seems like he's grown a lot on the defensive end. Do you feel the same way?
For the last 1 game, he was a pretty good defender last year. So I think he was a really good defender last year. You know what? He was better against Clemson. I take back. But I thought he really made some plays this game. Like defensive playmaking, like we're talking about. He's capable of it. He had 4 steals tonight. So, we've been on him. We need to be better on the defensive end when he's in. He had a positive defensive leverage for a while. Today he was. We were better. They were only a .64 when he was in versus, they were better than that, or they were better than that when he was out. So he had a positive defensive leverage. He made plays. I thought he was a lot more locked into the defensive end. So he ended up with 27 and 6. If our guys would have made shots, he would have had double-digit assists. We had 5 rebounds at the half. If we can get him to keep rebounding it, both halves, I think he's capable of getting a triple-double, as is Amari.
Last one for the Packers fans so we can get out of here.
It seemed like Taylor was a late scratch today. Just what's his stats moving forward?
Yeah, he had back spasms. His back tightened up. I guess he's had this issue a little bit before. We're trying to get it loosened up. It tightened up kind of midway through practice yesterday. Tried to loosen up all morning. He just didn't feel like he had any kind of explosiveness. So just thought it'd be better long term, knowing we got Arizona on Saturday, if he just sat this one out. Kind of the same thing with Holloway. His wrist is messed up. We just felt like if we could sit him this one, give him 1 more game off, which then translates to we're off tomorrow. We'll see what he's feeling like Tuesday. Gonna go hard Tuesday. Be off Wednesday. If he doesn't go Tuesday, he's for sure got to practice Thursday to play Saturday. But if we can get him, we need everybody as healthy as we have them by Saturday's game.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, everyone.